It's so great to meet you, Lana. We saw John Cena and Nikki Bella get engaged in the ring of WrestleMania. You are married to Rusev. Any advice for the newlyweds?
Oh, advice. I feel like they're so wise already. But I would just say love each other and respect each other. But, you know, when you have true love, real love, love is selfless. And so I feel like I see that in their relationship. And when I was actually watching, I snuck into the stadium. I watched it all live, and I couldn't believe it. I was literally crying. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. Last year, Nikki was in a neck brace at WrestleMania. I didn't even know if she would ever wrestle again. And you're going to see her come back this season. You're going to see eventually her engagement, and then you're going to see her wedding. And it's just like, wow, this is truly a fairy tale story of what happens when you work hard and you're positive, and all things are possible.
Meeting you in person, seeing you on Total Divas, it doesn't seem like you would have any similarities with your character. Yeah. Is there anything that you're taking from your real life and putting into Lana, the character?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I feel like any characters you play either in WWE or in a movie or a TV show, you have to find that extension of yourself. And that's what good acting is. But a lot of people don't know that I grew up in Russia and I speak fluent Russian and I lived there for 13 years. And so all of that is really a very close extension of myself. And I'm excited that I get to play something that is so, like, when you meet me, is so different. People are like, whoa, you're the same person. Like, people don't even realize I'm the same person. But I speak fluent Russian, and I imitate my Russian ballet teachers that threw their shoes at me when I didn't do something right.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Very, like, when you think of Nadia Comaneci and you think of that strict Russian, Romanian gymnastic style training, that was my training growing up.
Sports fans remember you from something very different than WWE. Of course, there were some famous FSU cowgirls, and you were one of them. Brent Musburger sort of immortalized your group of friends when he said 1,500 red-blooded Americans just decided to apply to Florida State. You were part of that group. What do you remember about that time?
I just remember it being a crazy, crazy time. Like, all of a sudden, like, exposure and like somewhat of fame overnight, and just getting like endless amounts of Facebook requests, and like I couldn't even confirm everyone. And MySpace was a big thing back then.
A throwback right there, Lana.
And I just remember thinking, oh, I'm gonna make the most of this. Like, I love tailgating, any sports that involves tailgating. I'm like, I'm in, dressing up, wonderful. And so I was just there to have fun. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm an entertainer, I'm an athlete, I'm a professional dancer, I break dance. I'm gonna see where I can take this exposure and catapult it more.
Do you consider that your big break?
I would say I've had a lot of little breaks throughout my entire life, and I would say that was like a form of break for sure. And then I would say when I got into Pitch Perfect, and then would say like big break was WWE.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Do you still keep in touch with Jen Sturger and some of the other FSU crew?
Jen is actually, we were roommates after the fact. When she moved out into LA, we were roommates, and she's doing comedy now. And she was the girl that taught me how to put makeup on. Like, I didn't know how to put makeup or straighten my hair, and it was her who taught me all these things of being an FSU cowgirl. I didn't know any of it. I'm like, I just want to go be in a bikini at a FSU game. And so she taught me a lot of things. I'm still friends with her, friends with all the Pitch Perfect girls. Most of the time I stay friends with a lot of people that I've either worked with or gone to school with,
Stephanie McMahon recently said that she believes Ronda Rousey would be just a perfect match for the WWE. How do you think she would mesh in the ladies' locker room?
I mean, I would be thrilled if she came. I mean, she's such a female that empowers other females, and she was one of the biggest people that started breaking through in the industry of basically fighting. If it's MMA, if it's WWE, and she main event, and I think it kind of and she was the trailblazer for us to start doing what we do in WWE. And I'm so thankful for Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and even Vince of fighting for us and giving us these opportunities to show that yes, we are stars. We are superstars. And so I would love to have her there. I think it would be incredible.
But is she better served to be a heel or a face?
I mean, I think people are going to explode if she comes because, I mean, how can you not cheer her? But you never know. It's all about stories, all about, I mean, Brock Lesnar is a perfect example. You know, he's usually a heel, but at times he's the biggest baby face out there. Paul Heyman's usually a heel with Brock or whoever he's representing, but he has also been the best baby face. So I just think that, and just really about the story and kind of your attitude. Even though Brock always comes out there and just literally kind of crushes people.